In this video, we're going to talk about who the winner of the presidential election is and why. The results are in. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, I'm Rinde from Ask Rinde, the #1 community for foreclosure, income, and credit. Wow, so the wait is finally over. America is deciding on who their next president is going to be. And it's kind of a sigh of relief for some of us because this has been really a suffocating time. And there are a lot of speculation as to whether or not this is going to come out through the Electoral College, whether it's going to come out through the popular vote. We all don't know if Trump is going to be the next president, if it's going to be Biden, who's going to be the next president. The wait is on. So we're actually counting down the minutes to see the announcement made. But I wanted to basically do this video to be able to share with you what I see on the horizon and what I see after the winner has been announced. Because at the end of the day, we actually have to live life moving forward. And I would actually say that, you know, in my observation over the last few months and seeing the dynamic and how things have changed in the US as far as not only the division, but also the problems that we've had from the real estate market to the to the jobs market, to the economy, and basically the family dynamic, all the things that I've seen put into place. The one thing that I have to say is that the real person that will be in that seat has to factor in that they have to be a public servant. They have to be someone who's ready to be able to really guide the country and the world forward, because the times ahead are going to be very rough. Let me say it here. You know, I've been talking about this on my channel in previous videos that I've done, where I've shared with you all some of the things that I've seen on the horizon, and I do have more coming out to share more insight on specifics regarding the real estate market, the job market, the economy, etc. But I will say that what I see in the horizon, and what if we would actually say is the giant in the room, is disruption. I see widespread disruption. And I forecasted that, and I've shared with that on my Facebook, in our private Facebook group, details on what I've seen on the horizon. And really what I wanted to say is that, you know, there has been speculation about a civil war breaking out here in the U.S., and many of us think that that's impossible. There are a lot of things that have happened in the U.S. in recent times that we never thought was possible. So it's very possible that we can break into a civil war. It's very possible that, you know, there can be a major catastrophe here. And while we don't pray for that, we don't wish that, there are things and elements that are actually coming together and culminating in the division and the animosity and the things that we see in the society very well makes that possible. So how do you plan for an economy to be successful? How do you basically put children back in school when there's a coronavirus that's raging, that's killing over 230,000 people and forecasted to kill over 500,000 without a vaccine? How do you fix things that are actually broken, such as all the mental health breakdown, people who are actually going insane over what they're seeing that they can't process? You know, life in general is hard. We always have said that, you know, this generation now, you know, our younger generation, they've never seen things like we've seen. I remember being in school and, you know, I was wild in school. I had friends that were wilder than me. But, you know, all the school shootings that we had over the last few years, you know, it changed the whole mentality of what it means to be young, growing up in the U.S., growing up in the world that we live in right now. And so what I see is, with the culmination of whatever decision is made, decisions have been made on both sides. There have been people who have actually, you know, basically called themselves to arms and really have made decisions on what they're going to do based on that announcement. And we just have to brace ourselves and be ready. So I really wanted to speak and share this video to be able to highlight and share with you what to focus on. That is disruption. As we saw this year, coronavirus disrupted all our lives. It disrupted the airline industry. It disrupted us economically. It disrupted us socially. It changed the way we lived. It changed the way we moved. It changed the way we did everything. And now we are facing another turning point. And this decision that's going to be made literally in minutes is a turning point. Whether you think it is or not, it is a turning point. And let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what your fears are. Let me know in the comment section below what your hopes are. What do you believe and what do you feel it needs to be done in order for us to have a brighter and an easier path forward. Because with all these things culminating regarding the coronavirus not being resolved and solved, we don't have a vaccine in place, and people are still dying, over 1,000 a day now, cases surging not only here in the U.S. but abroad. There's nowhere to run. Generally, in the past you say, well, this country is always doing well. This is like the beacon of hope. I'll go there. The U.S. was once that, but the U.S. I don't think is that any longer. The U.S. is struggling. The U.S. is going through a really tumultuous change, a major change. And I think that I always parallel this with the real estate market, because the real estate is a slow move. As you guys know, some of you may know, I'm a real estate agent here in New Jersey, and I've been operating in real estate for over 18 years. And many times when there's a disruption, the waves, the current, and the impact, you don't see it immediately. So when we went through the problem in the cycle of real estate downfall with the last recession, those currents and those impacts are still being felt. That's why New Jersey is #1 in foreclosure in the country, because we're still dealing with inventory from that. So that's 2008, 2009, 2010. This is 2020. And so with what's being created now with the forbearance delinquencies and the delinquencies that are headed for the real estate market, the eviction that's headed, over 13 million people, foreclosure filings up, eviction filings up, landlords in positions where they have properties, whole buildings that the tenants can't pay. The tenants lost their work. They don't have the money to be able to pay. So when the moratorium is lifted, they're pretty much exposed, and they have to go through the process of getting those units back. Those people are displaced. Their credit is messed up. Where are they going to go? They're going to end up either homeless, or they're going to end up doing crime, or they're going to end up trying to stay with family. It's a strange situation. And if they're staying with family, they're saying that the COVID transmission heightens when there are more people indoors during like the cold season. So we're headed for a really tumultuous time, and I really wanted to do this video to kind of prepare you all. Definitely want to share with you that you need to be praying, and I also want to share with you that there are some things, and I'm going to be sharing some videos that I'm going to be releasing a new series to help you all navigate these tough times. And one of the key things that I've always shared over the last few months, and that was that it's very important for you to position yourself to be able to earn money in an automated way online. You cannot depend on literally leaving and going to work, because as we saw from the last issue and the last shutdown that we had nationwide, that those of us who, with the exception of essential workers, medical workers, everything got shut down. And when you're in that position, you can't earn, or your earnings can take a big hit. So it's important to kind of pocket yourself and position yourself online. And that's why I wrote my book, Automation Income. And I actually wanted to give you that book free. You can actually download it by actually just going to the website below, clicking it. And I have not only side hustles, but I also have unique ways to be able to earn money online that I've included in there to be able to help you. So just wanted to do a quick video to be able to share with you to watch what is important. That is disruption. Because disruption will not only come through potential civil war, but also disruption will come through the fact that the virus is not contained. The virus is still raging, and it's still causing not only families to be destroyed, but it's also causing death and also mayhem. And we have to kind of pray and also work towards getting a vaccine to be able to help stop the spread of the virus, stop the potency of the virus, because you can't get back to life as normal, and you can't really function when that's in place. So we have to actually continue to move forward, but it's going to be make it difficult if we don't have the proper leadership, the proper outlook, and the proper forecast and resilience to be able to move forward in that direction. So let's continue to kind of do our part within our own lives. Myself and my family, we made a decision to just basically give love, give peace, give things that we want to receive in return. And I just want to encourage you guys as part of my community and my family here to be able to do the same. There's a lot of things that you see online that get you upset. We have some of us had different views, but I think that we always have to have the mindset that at the end of the day, God will want us to be able to be a blessing to each other. And in spite of whatever views you may have on who should have been the winner, who basically was the best choice, you know, we have to kind of like work with each other in spite of it, because we are, you know, in this nation together, and we are an ecosystem. We all reciprocate and we all work together, whether you're connected directly or indirectly. So just wanted to kind of give this video to be able to give you an output to understand that it is important now to have a resilient outlook, position your family to be able to make sure that you guys are okay. You know, make sure that you are positioned. Get the book, download it, read it. It's a good read. It has a lot of good, valuable information in there. And let me know if you have any questions. I look forward to actually seeing you guys on the next video. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.